Matter of fact, immediately after I built it. Now, no one can say that it wasn't a good idea. We were still trying to get money and trying to get our life together. So to be able to have my lumber inspector and my 2 sawmill operators actually living on my property as boarders was a very good idea. And of course, when Mr. Joe passed away, Miss Mariah came to live with us. But we gained that too. She was a dressmaker. And she became and had a little dress shop in Gurley for most of the time that she was with us.
I had to change religions, though, because I started as a Presbyterian, but my great-grandfather, delicately put, was the first distiller in this county. And so I had to make a choice, whether I wanted hard liquor or God. So I decided to join the Methodist church that let me keep both.
My name is William Clarence Blankenship. I lived here all my life. I was born in 1890 to Sarah and Tom Blankenship. And I never finished school. Taught myself to read the newspaper every single day, cover to cover. And I worked for St. Haskew and Company, lumber company, for a long time until 1917, and I joined the Army. Joined for World War I. They put me in the 42nd Division, the Rainbow Division, and we fought in France. Fought 5 major offensives over there.
My name is Betty V. Adams. I was born in 1863 in Baldwin County, Alabama, which is way south from here, way south. And I lived there with my parents until age 11, when they were involved in a tragic ship accident in New Orleans, and both of them were killed. So the Lumsden children were just left to the mercy of their relatives.
As I got older, I found a wonderful dance. Why, it was in Huntsville every Saturday night. It was called the Snuff Dippers Ball. Oh, it was a lively bunch of folks. You remember? Yeah. Why, there was never a sign pointing to where this ball was held that everybody knew. Why, it was up above that old Temple Theater on Jefferson Street. And we had a wonderful fiddle player there by the name of Monty Sano Crowder. Yes, he was born on that mountain.
Good afternoon. My name is W.T. Bennett. Folks around these parts know me as Uncle Billy. I was born February 1st, 1847, just a piece up the railroad tracks if you cross getting to the cemetery. I have many memorable moments in my life. Well, a few. I am 163. I have a couple I can still remember. 1861, going with my brother, Gip, to enlist with Captain Gurley under Nathan Bedford Forrest. They wouldn't take me. I was only 14 at the time.
My name is Dr. Benjamin Graham, and this is my wife, Ella, and our daughter, Ruth. Logan and I worked very hard on the family farm. But Logan was determined that if I wanted to be a medical doctor, then he was going to help me to become one. I began my studies at the University of the South in 1893 at the age of 17. We attended sessions that were 6 months long, and classes went Monday through Saturday.
Later on, I went to the University of Alabama to play baseball. I played there for a couple of years, and then I was drafted by the Philadelphia Athletics. And I played first base and catcher there. And I ended up traded to the Cincinnati Reds, where I retired in 1931. I played 12 years total through the 20s against the greats like Babe Ruth. And I also am known for inventing the hidden ball trick.
So Doug saw her and fell in love with her and said, "That's who I'm going to marry." Well, his best friend, Bushy McMullen, beat him to it. And he married Catherine, and they had 2 children, Mary Catherine and Larry, and then Bushy died in 1950, and, or 1951. So Uncle Doug then married her. And Aunt Catherine was born on Christmas Day, and he made her marry him on Christmas Day. So she celebrates Christmas, her anniversary, and her birthday, all on Christmas Day.
We got word that night that they were going to attack us. And sure enough, right before morning, they did. Now, we held them off until daylight came up, and then we was able to put our ranks together, put our bayonets on, and charge them off. Now, these muskets right here is designed military musket. Big heavy thing, used like a club. But I'd have a hard time hitting that tree over there with one shot, and I'm a good shot because it's a smooth bore and the ball kind of rattles around in there and then goes off where it wants to. So 50 to 100 yards is about the best you shoot.
I shot 3 shots, and the wagon stopped. I drove up to it. The man in full uniform said I had shot the guy in shirt sleeve. The guy that was wounded told me that the driver couldn't stop the team, or he would already stop. I left them with a guard, and I pursued the enemy on further down the road. When I returned to camp, I saw the man that was in full uniform. His name was Captain Brooke. He told me that the man I shot was General McCook. General McCook was carried into a citizen's house, and they gave him the very best of care, but he died the next day.
Well, the monument behind us here that you see in the white government monument with the Daughters of the American Revolution marker on it is a memorial stone for Jeremiah Gurley, who was a private in 3 different Revolutionary War companies from North Carolina. One of the companies he served in, he served under a Captain Lewis Gurley, one of his brothers.
Hey, all the people would pray as they did at the old country church. If they'd only confess, Jesus surely would bless as he did at the old country church. Precious years of memory, oh what joy they bring to me. How I long once more to be with my friend at the old country church. Oh, some glad morning when this life is o'er, I'll fly away to our home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away, yes, I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the morning when I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away, yes, I'll fly away, oh glory,